All right. Next one. My story. Eesh. So if you don't know, I am a male survivor of sexual abuse as an adult and as a child, both men and women. And as I've been trying to find myself over the years, I thought that my story was me. You know, that I am that. And that's wrong. You know, as a survivor, you are you. Your story of survival, your story of trauma is what you've gone through, but it doesn't make you. I thought it needed to make me. I thought it needed to represent me. And that's simply false. It's just not true. So here I am. And that's really what I want to say about it. Now, I wish I could end the video there. I probably could, but one of the things that Charles has told me is that, he told me one day, a couple of years ago now, maybe 4 or 5, maybe even longer, you need to, he encouraged me to write my story. Just write it. About 40 minutes, like a 40-minute read, just write. I started at one point, and I couldn't finish it. It's hard. It's difficult. Interestingly enough, this time last year, around this time last year, I actually did an interview with, oh my gosh. Oh, I don't remember right now. But I'll put a link to the interview down below so you can see it. Can't believe it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not actually sorry. And what I want to say about that is that I haven't watched it. I haven't watched myself talk about my story, be interviewed about my story. I haven't. I've wanted to receive a raw footage, perhaps if possible, raw footage of the interview, and so I could look at it and perhaps use that to help me write my own story, which I should reach out to her because she was a very awesome lady, very cool, very kind, very nice, who approached me in doing this interview. And I couldn't watch it. I can't watch it. I want to cry. I've skimmed through the comments, and I mean, it's so much support in there. It's very overwhelming to see some of those comments. I didn't really digest them. I'm just scared. You know, as I said in the video, it's a shame around this, and to speak on it it's a big deal, I guess. And I did that. So this video was actually supposed to be me watching my own interview, right? And I really don't like being this weak, man. I can't bring myself to do it just yet. Or no, yeah. As much as my story doesn't represent me, it's shaped a lot of me, right? You can't deny that. And to see myself and to acknowledge the reality of what I've gone through, it's hard. It's hard for me to see myself. Yeah, it's very difficult. You know what? For any other survivor out here, you know, doing this, maybe what I can do is because I want to be an example, right? I want to be the example, and perhaps even in this moment, we can look. So I'm gonna take a moment here. I'm just gonna see if I can find it real quick. You'd probably have to write in Dwayne Cyrus abuse or survivor. Oh yeah, thriving after abuse. First video to come up. Man, the short of me is horrible. Look at that face. My goodness. But shout out to Unfiltered Stories. They did the interview with me. And I really want to do this. Should I try? They titled this is how little I know about this, right? I didn't even know the title of the video. He reclaimed his voice following a troubled upbringing. And the thumbnail is Thriving After Abuse. And what's crazy is I don't see myself as thriving, but apparently when others look at me, I am.
For me, it was the only time where when I talked, it's uncomfortable.
It's 25 minutes long. I don't know if you guys actually want to. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? At the very least, we'll just go through some comments. At least I could do that, and I do want to reply to every single comment. You know, and I will do that one day. No, I will do that this week. I will do this. Another video, it says, for my handles, link to Talha, but it's Dwayne M. Cyrus on YouTube. Anyways, I'm extremely sorry. It's common in our community. Someone calls me gorgeous. Kind eyes. Other men disclosing. People telling me God bless you. What I'm saying about men's mental health is true. I'm a genuine person by nature. They're true. These are comments, 9 months ago, right? It's not a year, 9 months ago. I'm a strong man. They've been through a similar situation. As a West Indian, others relating. You seem like such a calm, mild-mannered man. Don't feel bad, at least so many of us have gone through the same things. Stay healthy and blessed. God bless and help this lovely man. I know someone who is currently enduring the same pain. He is a man of God who has suffered by the hands of others. He held on to his trauma for 50 years. That is very true. That is very, very true. A lot of male survivors, um, they die with that knowledge. It's very common for them to self-delete. And if they do eventually get to a point where they're seeking some form of healing, not the recovery part yet, 'cause that's after, but healing, they're usually well into their 50s and older. Yeah. And they tend to have gone through other programs first, because that's usually a lot of the coping mechanisms. It's some from alcohol, drugs, sex addiction. Then they deal with those, and they realize they're still having issues, and it finally brings up that, yeah, they've locked out the experiences of them being, abused, and that's the root. Wow, this broke my heart. This has to be more resources out there for men. Maybe this is your mission. This video makes a difference. Thank you, and I'm sorry that you had to go through this. It's horrible. Keep speaking up. You're helping more people than you know. That's helping men is in my mission statement. I guess my story has to be the catalyst for my work. That is wild that it's such a hush topic that's swept under the rug, when people really need to be shouting it from the rooftops and broadcast it. Men need more resources. The whole time you were talking, that's all I could think about. Man, thank you so much for your bravery in sharing your story. You're a strong man, you're helping others. You should write a book. Man, shout out to women as a whole. Y'all are amazing, are very amazing. Shout out to brothers as well. But the women really showed up here in the comment section, and then in particular, Black women, of course, they showed up a lot in here. I salute you guys. Thank you. You guys don't get enough positive reinforcement and respect from us as Black men in the media, as you should. I respect him so much. I hope he can heal. I've definitely healed a great deal of things. For me, it's more on the recovery part, like an athlete. You play football, you go through an injury, you gotta heal the injury first, then you gotta do the recovery after the healing's done. And I believe that's where I'm at the recovery. You are amazingly resilient. Never stop trying to purge out the negative feelings and emotions. One thing you said was that there are no support for men in their sexual abuse and trauma. You can be of support to show men that letting it out for the first time starts to lessen the shame, and others trapped emotions to start healing. It's never too late, and it's a rest of your journey to self-acceptance and, most importantly, self-love. You are beautiful and worth all the effort. Thank you, Sandra. I'm going to respond to all these videos, these comments. You're a warrior. Your heart is your ultimate home. I wish I could hug you. Your voice is heard. I hear your voice and your story. Thank you for telling your story. I always love to see men tell their stories, because a lot of them hold so much in. You're strong and resilient. Heavenly Abba Father, please send comfort and healing to your son. Proud of you as a Black man, speaking of the trauma against you that is so unspoken of. No organization should ever refuse to take on a male victim. I'm not reading the whole comments, just kind of getting snippets of it. It's so sad how people take children's innocence. Mr. Dwayne, I'm glad you didn't take your life. You're valuable. I'm gonna definitely keep you in my prayers. I gotta respond to these people, man. They took time to write to me. They took time. I'm yeah. Damn. Yeah. Okay. I think that's as much as I can do right now. So I guess that's next in the series is to do this. I will sit with you guys and reply to every one of them in a video. And yeah, but anyways, your story is who you are, right? It's not, sorry. Your story is part of who you are. And it doesn't need to make or break you. So to my fellow survivors, as I always tell you guys, I'm sorry it happened, and it was never your fault. The moment you wanted it to stop and it didn't, it's not on you. Didn't matter what you were wearing or how old you were or what you were accepting before the moment you didn't want to accept what was happening.